Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Cherilyn Vidalion, and today I will discuss two topics. So here's the first one. So this is the first topic, solving problems involving sequences. So we will apply what you have learned in arithmetic sequence and geometric sequence. Okay, so for our lesson objective, solve word problems involving sequence, particularly arithmetic and geometric. So let's have the problem 1. So during a free fall, a skydiver jumps 18 feet, 54 feet, and 90 feet on the first, second, and third fall, respectively. If he continues to jump at this rate, how many feet will he jump during the 10th fall? Okay, so this problem is an application of arithmetic sequence. So first, let's identify the given. Okay, so in identifying the given, so we have a sub n is of course unknown. So a sub 1 is equal to, so a sub n is unknown and we are looking for the 10th term. Okay, so a sub 1 is equal to 18. And then n is equal to 10, of course. So n equals 10. And how about our common difference? So for our common difference, in order to get that, we have to subtract 54, so 18 feet from 54 feet. So 54 minus 18, that is equal to 36. So our common difference is 36. And then we are going to apply the formula. So the formula for arithmetic sequence is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d, or the common difference. Okay, so we will substitute the values of a sub n. So our a sub n, so since n is equal to 10, therefore this will give us a sub 10 is equal to, so the value of a sub 1 is 18 plus, so the value of n is 10 minus 1 multiplied by the common difference. So the common difference is 36. Okay, so a sub 10 equals 18 plus, so 10 minus 1 is equal to 9, multiplied by 36. So a sub 10 equals 18 plus, so 9 times 36 is equal to 324. Okay, so a sub 10 equals, so 18 plus 324 is equal to 342. Okay, so here, so it shows that the diver jumped 342 feet after the 10th fall. Okay, so 342. So to finalize your answer, class, we have to write the unit of measure. So this will give us 342 feet. Okay, so the diver jumped 342 feet during the 10th fall. Okay, so let's move on to our next problem. Okay, problem number 2. A culture of bacteria doubles every 1 hour. If there are 400 bacteria at the beginning, how many bacteria will there be after 8 hours? So this problem is the application of geometric sequence. Okay, so first we have to identify first the given. So The given is, so we have here a sub n. A sub n is of course the unknown. And then a sub 1 class is 400. So why 400? Because according here, there are 400 bacteria at the beginning. So we have the word beginning. So meaning when we say beginning, it is the first term. So that's why a sub 1 is equal to 400. Okay, what is n? So n is 8. Okay, so how many bacteria will there be after 8 hours? So our n is 8. And then, how about the ratio? So we are on geometric sequence class, kaya, so that's why it is ratio. So R equals, so the ratio, according to the given problem, a culture of bacteria doubles every 1 hour. So there's the word double. So if we have the word double, meaning 2. So the ratio is 2. The common ratio is 2. So let's apply the formula for geometric sequence. So that is a sub n equals a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. Okay, so a sub n equals a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. Okay, so substitute the values. So what is the value of our n? That is 8. So a sub 8 is equal to, so a sub 1, of course, what is a sub 1? 400. So 400 multiplied by the ratio, the common ratio, which is 2 raised to n minus 1. So our n is 8 minus 1. So a sub 8 is equal to 400 times 2, and then 8 minus 1 raised to 7. So we have to express first what is 2 raised to 7. So we need to multiply 2 7 times to itself. Okay? So a sub 8 is equal to, so 400. So 2 raised to 7 class is actually equal to 128. So when you multiply 2 7 times to itself, it is equal to 128. Okay, a sub 8 is equal to, so 400 times 128 is equal to 51,200. So meaning class, what's the meaning of this? So after 8 hours, the bacteria is 51,200. Okay, so to check, so let's check this. So let's have a sub 1, the first term, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, a sub 5, a sub 6, a sub 7, and a sub 8. Okay, so the first term is 400. And then when we multiply it by 2, that will give us 400 times 2, 800. When you multiply it by 3, 800 times, by 2, 800 times 2 is equal to 1,600. And then 1,600 times 2, so 3,200. 3,200 times 2 is 6,400. 6,400 times 2, 12,800. And then 12,800 times 2 is 25,600. And of course, for the 8th term, so for the 8th term, 25,600 times 2, we got 51,200. So meaning, after 8 hours, the bacteria is 51,200. Okay, so let's move on to the next problem. So problem number 3. Mary is constructing a family tree. She is hoping to trace back through 8 generations to calculate the total number of ancestors she has. Determine the total number of her ancestors after 8 generations. So, for example, we have her first ancestor, so which is A. And then that A will generate a pair of B and C. So that is the first generation of A. Okay, so up to 8 generations. So this problem is actually geometric sequence. So terms of geometric sequence. Okay, so let's find first the total of the terms of the geometric sequence. So let's find first the given. So identify the given. So S sub n is equal to, of course, that is unknown. And then after that, we have the A sub 1. A sub 1 is equal to, so actually A sub 1 is equal to 2. So the first generation is 2. So we do not start with A because we're going to start with B and C because B and C are the first generations of A. So A sub 1 is equal to 2. And then how about the ratio? So ratio is also equal to 2. Why? Because B will generate also a pair of 2, same as C. C will also generate a pair of 2. So that's why our ratio, common ratio is 2. And then for the n, so n is equal to 8. So by the way, class, this is a kind of finite geometric sequence because it is up to 8 generation only. Okay? So let's apply the formula. So the formula to be used is S sub n is equal to A sub 1 minus A sub 1 r raised to n all over 1 minus r. So substitute the given. Okay, so n is equal to 8. S sub 8 is equal to. So A sub 1. What is A sub 1? That is 2. Minus A sub 1 again. So 2 multiplied by r, which is also 2. And then raised to n, which is 8. All over 1 minus r. So 1 minus 2. Okay, so S sub 8 is equal to, so 2 minus 2 times, so of course we have to express first 2 raised to 8. Okay, so 2 raised to 8 is equal to 256. Okay, equals, oh wait, all over 1 minus 2, that is negative 1. Okay, next is, so equals, so 2 minus 2 times 256 is equal to 512 all over negative 1. And then equals 2 minus 512 is equal to negative 510 over negative 1. So S sub 8 is equal to negative 500 divided by negative 1 is equal to 510. So what's the meaning of that 510? So that is the total number of ancestors Mary has. So after 8 generations, those are her ancestors. Okay, 510. Alright, so that's it for our first topic, which is the solving problem involving sequences. So for our second topic, class, we have here solving problems involving polynomials and polynomial functions. So our lesson objective: to solve real-life applications of polynomials and polynomial equations. So you're going to apply what have you learned in our past lessons. Okay, problem number 1. The rectangular garden of Michelle has an area of 8x squared plus 14x minus 15 square meters. If the length measures 2x plus 5 meters, find the width. So we're going to find out what is the width. Okay, so by the way, class, in this given, we have the area. So according here, let's identify the given. The area is, so area is equal to 8x squared plus 14x minus 15. Okay, and then minus 15 square meters. And then we have the length. So the length is equal to 2x plus 5 meters. So 2x plus 5 meters. And of course, we are looking for the width. Okay, so width is missing. Okay, in this case, class, the formula of area is equal to length times width. So to find the width, we can use synthetic division and the long division. So in this case, we are going to use the long division. Okay, so let us solve 8x squared. So 8x squared plus 14x minus 15. So divided by, so this is the area earlier, and then 2x plus 5. Okay, so 2x plus 5 is the length. So we're going to look for the width. Okay, so to divide polynomials, in dividing polynomials, we have to divide the first term to the first term of the given. Okay, so 8x squared divided by 2x, so that is 4x. And then we are going to multiply it again. So 4x times 2x, so that is 8x squared. 4x times 5, so that is 20x. Okay, so before you solve, we have to change the sign of the subtrahend. So 8 is positive, so that will become negative. And since 20 is positive, that will also become negative. And we're going to proceed in addition. Okay, so 8x squared plus negative 8x squared, that is equal to 0. And 14x plus negative 20x is equal to negative 6x. Then bring down negative 15. So divide again the first term. So negative 6x divided by 2x. So negative 6x divided by 2x is equal to negative 3. So multiply it again. 3 times 2x, negative 3 times 2x is equal to negative 6x. And negative 3 times 5 is equal to negative 15. Okay. So let's change first the sign of the subtrahend. So if this is negative, that will become positive. Since this is negative also, that will become positive. And proceed to addition. So negative 6x plus positive 6x is equal to 0. And negative 15 plus positive 15 is also equal to 0. So therefore, the final answer is 4x minus 3. And this is the width. Okay? So 4x minus 3 meters is the width. Okay, to check. So let's try checking. So to check, we will multiply 4x minus 3 and 2x plus 5. So we must get 8x squared plus 14x minus 15. Okay, So 4x minus 3 times 2x plus 5. Okay, so 4x minus 3 times 2x plus 5, we can use the FOIL method. So meaning of FOIL method, so when we say FOIL method, so we can use that. First terms, outer terms, inner terms, and the last terms. Okay, so 4x times 2x, so that is the first terms. So 4x times 2x is equal to 8x squared. And then next, multiply the outer terms. So the outer terms is 4x times 5. So 4x times 5, we have 20x. And then the inner terms, so multiply the inner terms. So the inner terms is negative 3 times 2x is equal to negative 6x. And then the last terms, so the last terms, so negative 3 times 5 is equal to negative 15. Okay, so combining like terms. So the next step is to combine the like terms. So like terms here are 20x and negative x. So positive 20x and negative 6x. So 8x squared, when we are combining different sign, so what we're going to do is to subtract. Okay, so and then copy the sign of the higher or the more number. Okay, so 20x minus 6x, so that is positive 14x. So plus 14x. And then just bring down negative 15. Okay, so the final answer is 8x squared plus 14x minus 15, which is the same as the given. Okay, so yeah, nakuha na natin yung error. So earlier on our first given, so we have that the area is equal to 8x squared plus 14x minus 15. Okay, so the width here, class, is 4x minus 3 meters. So this is the width. Okay, so next. So let's move on to the next problem. Problem number 2. The base and height of a parallelogram is x minus 7 meters and x plus 9 meters respectively. If the area of the parallelogram is 192 square meters, find the actual value of its dimensions. Okay, so we are going to find the actual value of the dimensions of the parallelogram. So identify first the given. So we have here the base and the height, and actually the area. So let's start with the base. So base is equal to x minus 7 meters. And the what else? And the height is equal to x plus 9 meters. And the area is equal to the formula for the area, class, of the parallelogram is base times height. So BH, which is equal to, according to the given, the parallelogram is 192 square meters. So 192 square meters yung area natin. Okay, so to answer this, we have to make a formula out of it. Okay, so x minus 7 times x plus 9 is equal to 192. So x minus 7, that is the base, x plus 9, that is the height, and 192 is the area. So when we multiply this, it will give us quadratic equation. Okay, so x minus 7 times x plus 9 using the FOIL method again. So x times x, that is x squared. And then outer terms, x times 9 is equal to positive 9x. And then the inner term, negative 7 times x is negative 7x. And then the last terms, Negative 7 times 9 is equal to negative 63. And then, kailangan i-equate, we need to equate it to 0. So, 100 minus 192 equals 0. Okay? So, combine like terms. So, x squared. Copy x squared. 9x minus 7x. So, they are like terms. So, subtract 9x minus 7x. So, we have positive 2x. And then negative 63 minus 192 is equal to negative 255 equals 0. Okay, so to find the values, we need to factor x squared plus 2x minus 255 equals 0. So let's factor it out. So x squared plus 2x minus 255. So factor x squared plus 2x minus 255. So that's the first thing we have to do. Okay, so we have to think of the factors of negative 255 that when we add, we can get 2x. Okay, so we can get 17 and so we can have 17 and negative 15. Okay, so when we rewrite it as a factor of x squared plus 2x minus 255, so by the way, let's find out if this is correct. So 17 times negative 15, that is negative 255. And when we add 17 plus negative 15, we should get 2x or 2. So 17 plus negative 15, so since we are adding but they have different signs, so we need to subtract. So 17 minus 15 is equal to 2. And then copy the sign of the higher number. So we have 17. Or the more number. So positive. So that's why it is positive. So it is correct. So rewrite it. That will give us x plus 17 times x minus 15 equals 0. Okay, so to find the answer, we have to use the 0 property. Okay, so x plus 17 equals 0 and x minus 15 equals 0. So x equals negative 17 and x equals positive 15. So these are the roots of x squared plus 2x minus 255. So negative number cannot be an actual dimension of the given, okay, of the given parallelogram. So we are going to use x equals 15. So x equals 15. Now, so earlier we have the base. So we're going to look for their actual dimensions, base and the height. So the given base is x plus 7 and the given height is x plus 9. Okay, so we're going to substitute the, oh, I'm sorry, that is not x plus 7. The given is x minus 7 and x plus 9. Okay, x minus 7. So x minus 7, x plus 9. So substitute the value of x. So x is 15 minus 7. And then 15 minus 7 is of course equal to 8. So meaning the base of the parallelogram is equal to 8 meters. Okay, and then the height. So let's find out what's the real value of the height. So x is equal to 15 plus 9. So 15 plus 9 is equal to 24. So 24 meters there. So the area earlier is said to be 192. So if we are going to check it, when we multiply the base and the height, we must get 192. So the area is equal to base times height. So this is equal to 8 times 24. So 8 times 24 is equal to 192. So this is actually given in our problem that the parallelogram has an area of 192. So meaning to say the actual dimension of the given parallelogram, the base is 8 meters and the height is 24 meters. Okay, so that's all, and thank you for listening. Goodbye.